Are you looking for a podcast about remembering what it was like to be a kid thinking adults were fully formed?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert. I've got my voice back.
Woo! Have you ever seen the Key and Peele sketch where they're in like the what do they call like the
Like
barbershop quartet thing?
Okay.
Yeah, and Peele comes in and he's just all ooh.
I don't think I've seen
And they're like,
that.
"Oh, he's so amazing!" And they just love it. It's so funny. That's where my brain went. Sorry,
All right.
but hey, what's going on? What's going on in the world of Kelsey?
I had laryngitis and now I don't.
Amazing.
It's the best. I am thirsty though, so I would like to crack into this thing.
No, let's do it.
Mine's stuck. Hold on. Okay.
Waiting. Okay. Oh
Yes.
my God. They made the same noises at the same time. That was perfect
fuck
unison.
yeah.
That better come out in recording so good.
That's YMBToAP.
That's like, okay. So I was bringing these up real quick aside to that. Because you're not on TikTok anymore.
No.
But maybe you get it in Instagram Reel. Do you do Reels a lot?
Sometimes.
Often?
I do YouTube mostly now.
Okay. And a YouTube Shorts where...
Yeah.
like you see daps, like people when like they come up and they like, slap hands together for like the shake.
Mm-hmm.
So, they call it the dap, and you have that big like the thunderous like clap,
Yes.
right? That's what that made me think of. That's gonna be like the YMBToAP dap, right? That these like two cans just at the same time. It's gonna be beautiful.
I love it.
I'm gonna sync those. No matter what, they're getting synced up, and it's gonna be its own soundbite for some time in the future.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's good. What a good Dr. Pepper. So what else is
What
going
a
on?
good
though?
life we live.
know.
Okay, so while I was sick, I had the time on my hands to watch a couple of movies, and I wanted to talk
Okay.
about them with you so briefly.
Okay.
I recommend both of them. They were both weird as shit. Honestly, okay.
That's the best kind, though.
Yeah. The first one, okay, let me just talk about the first one. It was called I Saw the TV Glow.
I want to see that so
And-
bad.
Okay, what do you think it's about?
I don't know. I honestly
Okay.
don't know. I was like, maybe... I don't know. Because the cover gives you, like, poltergeist vibes. So it's like, I think it's
Yeah.
like something coming in or out of the TV. That's my thought.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too, because there's a part of the preview where like a kid is getting, by the look of it, sucked into a TV, like his head is inside of it.
Oh, okay.
How much do you want to know about it? Like I don't want to spend a lot of...
75% of it.
Okay,
Like a good enough chunk to go like, oh, shit. And then you're like, yep, but there's more.
I don't think this is harmful for you to know going into it. It actually might enhance your experience. So
Okay.
the movie is an allegory about being trans.
Oh.
I didn't know
Oh.
any of that going in. And maybe that would have like changed my perception of it, because I was just like really fucking lost the whole time until the end. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's clicking.
Okay, hang on. So, because I'm expecting a horror movie of sorts, and this is not at all.
No, it is 0%
Aha.
a horror movie. I thought it was going to be a horror movie too.
See, that is good to know.
Yeah.
Because I'd have been like, where's the spooks?
Yeah, like I was fully expecting
Oh,
it to be like
okay.
kind of a no sleep thing where like is the
Yeah.
story real? Is it happening in real life or is it fake? And like maybe there's a little element of that, but it's really just a coming of age tale. It's kind of about love, about friendship, and just about being trans.
Oh. Nope. Never would have guessed that.
Yeah, it's so weird. So I want to recommend it, but just with the caveat that like it's not what you think it's going to be.
But now we know what to think.
Yeah.
Which is good. Okay.
Yeah, so go
Yeah.
with that, coloring your perception of it, and maybe you'll enjoy it more or in a different way than I did.
Well, yeah, now I'm just looking forward to it for a different reason. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
There you go.
Because I will admit, I would have been let down. I probably still would have liked it for, what it was, but I'd have been like, yeah, but it wasn't the scary movie I thought I was going to be watching right now. and then
Yeah.
it would have tainted my opinion. So
Yeah, it wasn't at all
That's
what I
good to know.
signed up for, but it was
Okay.
entertaining
cool.
and
Okay.
a good experience. So, yeah, I recommend it. Okay, and then another one that I saw. So we have an interlude coming up, and after I had finished watching that interlude movie on our little flash drive of obtained movies,
Uh-huh.
this one was next in the queue, and it just like was like, we're going to play this one next, and I was like, well, the remote's too far away, and I don't care to get up. So
Okay.
I partook in a movie called Love Lies Bleeding. So
Yeah, when I looked up the poster for it, I was like, "Oh yeah, I did want to see that one." I still have no idea what that's about either.
okay, so
Oh, oh yeah, it just says A24, and I was like, "Oh, download," and
yes,
that's all I needed. Okay.
it is an A24 movie. It's very like gory and intense, and it's very like
Okay.
it's kind of Coen Brothers-y in the way that like you're just kind of in a situation and it just doesn't stop like it doesn't stop going.
Okay.
So it ramps up the intense like the tension a whole lot, and it's got Kristen Stewart in it, and she does an amazing job. I
Okay.
want to like partake more of her acting, I think, because between her and Robert Pattinson, I know they both had like really illustrious careers beyond Twilight, but they're kind
Yeah.
of forever stained with Twilight.
I think that's really funny for us because our interlude pertains to this topic exactly.
Exactly. That's
But like,
yeah, watching them in tandem was like really interesting.
yeah, but we already know about Kristen Stewart because we did Underwater.
Yes, that was a really good
Underwater.
movie.
Okay. Then I saw 2 years ago, I guess, Spencer, where she did the Princess Di movie. And I was
Oh,
like,
I didn't see that
God
one.
fucking damn, she was amazing. Oh,
And
she's
she played Princess Di, right?
yes. Oh, she's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like,
Okay, yeah, I'd like to see that one because I've seen her movies like here and there. I don't
Yeah.
avoid her movies by any means, but I don't seek them out either. So I feel like between her and Robert Pattinson, I need to start seeking out their films because I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff that they've been in.
like I think they've definitely tried to make a point to distance themselves, so they make these like extreme type movies,
Yeah,
and they're always good though. They're always
They
really,
are.
really good.
they hit.
Except
So-
what was it? Love Story, the one I told you about where she was a buoy.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and Glenn was a satellite. That one was out there, not great though.
I do kind of want to watch that one just because it sounds.
I think everybody should, but I'm not saying you're going to go like that's a good classic movie. You're just gonna be like, I'm glad I did it. I'm never gonna entertain this topic again.
Okay. Yeah. So Love Lies Bleeding is very good. Like up to the first 90% of the movie, it's just like a nice, good, strange thriller.
Okay.
And then it just like has this turn at the end that I still don't understand. I didn't Google it because I was like, I don't know if it is
oh,
supposed
that's
to be.
A24.
Yeah. It went very A24 at the end, and I was like, I'm just gonna let that be. I'm not gonna look
Okay.
into that anymore. So it was good. I liked it.
Okay.
I recommend it definitely.
I'm gonna have to try that one too then.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I wanted both of us to just talk about some movies that we're very excited to see because the theaters are fucking bumping right now with all these
I'm
intense previews. Why are
I
you pissed?
know, cause there's so many, dude. There's no time
I
for
know.
half
I'm not
this
gonna
shit
have time to
lately.
see any of these.
But like, I think I said a couple shows ago, or like the last one, I just said I was doing the outro, and I said join the Discord because we have the spooky season thing, and spooky movies are just happening right now.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Are they?" And then we saw all these trailers as well, and I was like, "I looks like it." So
Yeah,
I
so
only knew
this-
about one of these when I said that.
Okay, yeah. So we talked, I think, a little bit about Sinners in the Discord. It's a
Oh,
movie with Michael B.
yes.
Jordan, and
I
is it
wanna see
vampires?
it so bad. Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah,
fucking vampires.
It looks really good. I'm very excited about that one. I don't know when it comes out. I don't know when any of these come out.
April 18th.
Oh,
Okay.
so that's like out.
Oh, I want to see it so bad. Okay, so as you guys are listening to this, because you always listen early Monday morning,
Because we know you do.
it would come out this Friday. So
Fuck yeah.
perfect. I will be there Friday. This one, I want to go to that bad.
Yeah, I think you should. I would love to hear about it because I'm going to
Yeah.
probably miss this one in theaters.
Okay.
But another A24 movie that is coming out, Death of a Unicorn.
Okay, I keep hearing a lot about it,
Uh-huh.
and it's so mixed. But I feel like
Really?
every A24 movie is a little mixed
Yeah. Yeah.
because they are weird. They're very out there. You know?
Definitely. I'm getting I want to say talk to me vibes from it just because it
Okay.
is like a little bit strange, you know? Like basically in the preview all we see, what's this guy's name with the eyebrows? I fucking love him.
Oh, Will Poulter.
Will Poulter. Ever since I saw him in that Black Mirror movie, I fell in love with this
Bandersnatch?
guy. Yeah,
Is he the Bandersnatch guy?
he's the Bandersnatch.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I love him in that movie. He's like weirdly hot with his strange eyebrows. I'm into them.
For me, he's because you didn't. God, he always has them. I'm looking at him right now, this like picture, and he's like fully blonde, but those eyebrows are still just midnight jet black.
They're beautiful.
Those are probably like insured, where they're like you cannot dye those. All other hair in your body can be another color. Those, they stay jet black.
Oh man.
But anyway, he is. Oh well, then you should watch. I know you won't because it's still got so much sad stuff in it. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Ah,
He's Adam. He's this like gold guy with gold eyebrows.
really?
Yeah, let me send you this picture of him
Gold.
as Adam Warlock. But yeah, he's in
Oh,
that
yeah.
too. And they were making fun of him so hard because when he first flies in, it's just him like I know that he was just like planking on some platform somewhere, and they just have like
Okay.
wind billowing the cape, but he's just staring at the screen, flying straight into it. And it's
Uh-huh.
like a minute-long scene.
Oh jeez.
And so people were going nuts, going like, you can tell that James Gunn's really getting ready for the next Superman movie. Or something. But like those eyebrows were front and center. Oh yeah, look. Look at this one. They're still black. Actually. Right here. Look at that picture.
Look at him.
Look at them.
They're so
eyebrows.
unique. I love his eyebrows.
So anyway,
Anyway, we're lost in Will Poulter's eyebrows.
old eyebrows is in it. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Death of a Unicorn. So all we really see in the previews of this movie is like they run over a unicorn with their car, and then
Yeah.
like the baby unicorn is out to like for vengeance, basically.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of it's almost like Violent Night in that way too, or just like some other kind
yeah.
of bloody
Kind of like Krampus.
Yeah, some kind of funny fantasy like. It just looks weird as hell. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, I'm so much more excited for it. You know who I just saw is in it?
What?
Taya Leone. Man, when's the last time
Why do I know
Taya
that name?
Leone was in a movie?
Yeah, I haven't
Oh
heard her
my
name in a long
gosh, she
time.
was so beautiful. I loved her when I was little,
Very
man.
pretty.
She is so beautiful.
What is she from?
I think she was in Man on Fire. Oh, she's in Fun with Dick and Jane with
Oh,
Jim Carrey, Bad Boys.
yeah. Okay.
But you know who's even more beautiful? It's in that movie and more beautiful than old eyebrows.
Oh,
Paul Rudd.
fuck yeah.
Now that's beauty, refined, right there. Oh, Paul Rudd.
Look at the cast of this movie. Definitely
Oh, you don't even know? Because I really thought that we were going to get to have the joke where you went, oh, Jenna Ortega. And I was like, no, Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Jenna
No,
Ortega.
it-
My
oh,
God.
It's a
They
stacked
this
cast.
cast up.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to see this one. I would love to see it in theaters, but another one that like I can't convince Richard to see
Yeah.
because he's not interested.
I mean, it is
But
going to
yeah.
be weird.
It is going to be weird. I would love to go.
Now, I think the other one that's on this list, I mean, Sinners is my top.
Mhm.
But above Death of a Unicorn, I want to see this movie called The Woman in the Yard.
This movie
That
looks
trailer
scary.
was like
Chilling.
Death of a Unicorn is cool and all, but Woman in the Yard, it feels like so much more of a distilled dude, I just had the word, but it's premise. Like it's such a
Yeah.
distilled premise. One house, one yard, no movement, right? We're in one place. and this creepiness that's going to be coming toward you. I'm so about that shit. And then the shadow play was very Darkness Falls for me.
Yes, that's
I
why I'm
just
not
want
gonna
this
see
movie.
it.
Oh, I want
looks,
this movie.
Oh, it looks so good, but it looks like it's also gonna give me big nightmares.
It looks, the vibe I got, because I definitely think it's going to be about grief. I think she's like an embodiment of grief.
Yeah, because like the husband is dead, right?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it's Darkness Falls meets the Babadook. Boom,
Ooh.
have a movie. You know what I mean?
There we go.
I'm about that one.
Yeah, the imagery for it is just so scary. Like the woman in the art herself, just
I
like
love it.
there in the black lace veil.
Yes,
I love
dude.
that like you can see through the veil, but you can't make out her face at all.
Yes. I think
It's
you can
so
see like
scary.
some like fucked up teeth or something. Like there's a weird smile under there. I don't know. I saw the trailer once and I've just been thinking about that movie nonstop.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on that. See, spooky season, guys. It's happening
Spooky
early.
season is kicking off. It is 6 months away from Halloween, and I feel like there's always a Halloween resurgence in April. There's always some kind of a mid-season spooky factor.
Yep, 6 months out. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's why we did our Streamtober stuff during this time as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the thing that I'm ready for, that's, I guess, spooky adjacent. So I actually went to work yesterday. So funny. So I basically cosplayed at work.
Okay.
Walking around and like everyone's like, yeah, man, I'm really digging the fit today. And I was like, yeah, I call it the Joel Miller. Because I was just Joeled out at work, right?
Okay. What were you wearing? Just like brown?
I was wearing like a green plaid shirt. I mean, I literally was just wearing Joel's shirt. Messy hair, backpack, blood all over me. It was great. No. No, but like I have this dark looking shirt, so I was like, yeah, I'll just like do a Joel look because I'm really excited for Last of Us Season 2.
Is it the one that you wore for your like engagement photo shoot?
No, because that one's tan.
Ah.
I didn't take any pictures, but I mean, I have the shirt. I can snap a picture later, but it basically looks like that shirt.
All right.
So anyway, I was like, oh yeah, I call it the Joel Miller, and then somebody was all like, oh, I'll have to look up that designer, and I'm like, yeah, you do that. Have fun with that. But I just got Mom to watch season 1 of The Last of Us.
For the first time?
Yeah, because season 2 starts Sunday, so as you guys are listening to this, I've already partaken in the greatness, and I'm very happy.
Did your mom cry at the gay death?
Bro, she didn't cry ever.
What?
We cry. I'm sitting there crying like at least 5 episodes.
God.
She came close twice, I think.
Do you remember trying to fucking record our interlude for The Last of Us, and you and I were both
Yeah.
just like sobbing about it?
Dude, I would think about that episode, and like sometimes I'll just get a strawberry out and be like, not on the strawberries. No, yeah, that one's so good. That's not where. So in this rewatch, I only cried once.
Oh man.
I did pretty good because like I was really just trying to like gauge the reaction. I was kind of focused, but like I literally can't help it. Like the Left Behind when she's in the mall with her friend, like her
God.
Ellie's backstory stuff. That shit fucks me up. I love Riley so much.
Yeah.
The whole thing is so fucking great. Love it. But anyway, I was having Mom watch it because I was like, all right, look. I was like, look, old woman, this is what's going down. Starting the 13th, Last of Us comes out every Sunday. You are either in or you're out, but it's happening. I'm doing that every Sunday. So either get in gear or get out of the way. So she was all like, we can watch it. So I showed her the first one. She was kind of into it. 2 kind of grabbed her, but I think it was Bill and Frank that she was like, all right, let's just keep going.
All right. Good.
So we just finished it like a couple days ago. I'm all excited and pumped for season 2. I just have to know how they're gonna do everything. I'm so curious. I'm so curious.
As a person
I'm
who didn't
already theorizing.
I didn't play the second game,
Yeah,
and I don't think Richard did either. Did he?
I think
remember.
the way I just read something that ruined my whole theory.
Oh, shit.
Because it's 3 seasons to cover 1 game.
Which is nuts to me.
So I was like, are they going to do like an Ellie season, an Abby season,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe just like a afterwards kind of thing?
Yeah.
Are we going to like really stretch out the beginning and then just do the last 2 pieces? But I just read a thing that they decided to write it kind of like in order. Like
Okay.
we're not going to really do a full-blown, here's all time with Ellie, here's all time with Abby. We're going to get back and forth with them
Okay.
the whole fucking time.
I think that's going to be a way better pacing.
That's what I'm wondering. But I'm wondering more because I looked at the episode list, which is great. They won't release the name of the 7 shows. They've only released the title for
Oh.
episode 1 because I think
Good.
they know we'd know things.
Yeah.
But here's my going theory. The thing that's going to happen, which if you guys are listening to YMBToAP, pretty sure you know.
Probably.
So I don't really give a shit spoiling it for you because I'm not going to spoil it for the masses. Like it's going to be like maybe 2 people. But my theory now is because if you look at the shows, Neil Druckmann directed one of them.
Mm.
That's
You
the
know
one.
which one that is. Yep.
That's the one. And that's episode 6 of this 7 shows that's going to come out.
Shit.
I think we're going to drag Joel out through this whole first like season 2 bit and then do just the back 2 halves for the remainder of the 2 seasons.
It's going to hit different because it's Pedro Pascal. I'm not going to be okay.
I got a horrible video on TikTok that said Last of Us 2 cosplayers getting ready for season 2, and it's a girl dressed as Abby just like swinging on like a Top Golf thing, and I was like, oh, fuck off. Horrible. Yeah, mom don't know nothing. And it was really funny. So like we get to the end of season 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's killing all the people to go save Ellie, and mom's just like, yeah, fucking get him, go get that little girl. And I just go, well, I guess we know where mom sits on the debate, clearly. So it ends, and I go, okay, but like, think about it. Like, she could have saved the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. And I'm like, but it was her choice. You robbed her of her choice. Like, she wanted to do it. What if she had just straight up told you, I want to attempt this? No. And
All right.
I'm like, but
Firm, hard, and fast.
I said, look, I'm on your side. You don't have to be so angry about it, but just think about it. But then she goes, well, no. My answer's no, because they even said they think this will work. So they could have killed her and still had no cure. So now you're in a lose-lose, or I just
Okay.
win. So I'm just going to take the win, save the girl. And I was like, that's pretty good logic, I guess.
I guess.
But I mean, he is still the bad guy. And she goes, no, he's the hero. And I was like,
The hero.
in a bad way. Like, Joel's
The
not
anti-hero.
great. Yeah, he's not great,
Yeah.
but I love him.
Right.
So anyway, season 2 is like this weekend.
Fuck yeah.
As of recording, it's in like 3 fucking days, and I am itchy about it, man.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
my
so
god,
ready.
I'm so ready.
I get to like binge the first 3 episodes when I get back. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, you're gonna miss it. I'm gonna be talking all about it in the Discord. I'm gonna just be.
Yeah. Use spoiler tags, please. And also prepare for whenever
I'm
that...
definitely not gonna spoil stuff. I'm just gonna be like, I'm crying. Oh, I'm really happy. Now I'm probably crying again.
All right.
Stuff like that.
Whenever it wraps up, how many episodes is it, you said?
7. The last one will be May 25th.
Excellent. So you can expect interlude on that
Oh, yeah, we will be going in on that one.
early June.
So, I will say, they already screened episode 1. They
Nice.
did that back in March, I
Oh,
guess.
shit.
And it's already got a Rotten Tomatoes score, and it is high.
Certified fresh.
So, they just did the same thing again. It's gonna be good again.
One more again.
So I'm about it. I'm ready to cry.
Alright.
Because you know Pedro Pascal's going to be playing guitar and singing Future Days in episode 1. And I'm going to love it. Oh, it's going to be so good.
I saw an interview with him.
Excited.
where he was like in a lie detector test,
Okay.
and they asked him, do you follow any Pedro Pascal?" Or no, they asked him, "Do you think you're a heartthrob?" And he was like, "No." And the lie detector test guy was like, "He's lying."
And he goes, "Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
What do you do for fun?" "I look at fan pages of myself."
I love him so
Oh my
much.
god, he's such a goober. Okay, so when I watched it the first time, he was Joel for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't really know Pedro Pascal then. Watching it this time, I was like, that's just fucking Pedro Pascal. I love this
Just
guy.
Pedro Pascal now.
Yeah, like I was having a real hard time seeing him as Joel now. Like he is such a... I was talking to Stu about it because Stu watches The Last of Us.
Uh-huh.
So he's pumped for it. And he goes, "Yeah, that guy. Like this show came out and he got huge." And I was like, yeah, he kind of did. Like he was, I mean, he's the only reason I want to see Gladiator 2.
He was literally everywhere, like everywhere in the months and years following
Yeah.
The Last of Us 2.
Like he is, Pedro Pascal still is. He just is. He is.
He just is.
He is the guy. I
He
love
is,
him.
he am, and he will be.
Then I just got this thing. People are being all mean to Bella Ramsey. Ugh.
What for?
I'm mad.
Who do I have to punch?
She won't fake her smile. She
All right.
has misaligned teeth. They're like a little yellow, and people jump her shit about it
Because she has teeth that are not perfect.
because
and
she
white and
has a
straight?
fucking normal smile. Yeah, and she goes, "Nope, I pride myself on that." And
Video
dentists
game girls
actually
are
say,
so ugly.
a natural smile, a purely healthy natural smile will be a pale yellow.
Yeah,
Not like, I mean, just
that's
like
just
yellow
teeth.
Austin Powers teeth, you know. but like there is a hint of yellow to them. They
Yeah,
should
like-
not be Ross Geller teeth. They shouldn't be that.
No, there's a reason we don't have pure like blue-white teeth. It's terrifying. It's like
Yeah.
look at those veneers and they're just all front teeth.
Yes,
It's
I
terrible.
hate that shit.
It's the worst.
So, yeah, she's under fire right now because season 2's coming out and they're like, "Ugh, it doesn't have such a perfect smile." And she's like, "Yeah,
Last
fuck
of Us
off."
is so fucking woke, hiring these ugly females for lead roles.
It's pissing me off.
Disgusting.
I know. But I want to tell you about one more thing that's really disgusting.
Okay, tell me.
It was disgusting, then I laxed on it, and now I'm back to disgusting again.
All right. let's talk
Switch
about it.
2 got announced.
Yes, we haven't talked at all. I've been
Right?
like
No.
not researching video games nearly as hard anymore now that we're not doing Friday Roundup. So I'm kind of like out of the loop on a little bit of stuff.
Okay. Well, I watched the big presentation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really didn't do a lot different. They're really riding the coattails of what the Switch was, which
Yeah.
I'm kind of down for. Really, all I wanted from the Switch 2 is going to give me, is
Okay.
4K HDR.
There you go.
Actually, they're going 4K HDR and 120 frames per second. Like,
Damn.
fucking
That's
PS5
unexpected.
doesn't even hit 120 frames per second most times.
That's too many frames per second if you're
That's
asking me.
pretty great. So they're doing it because I think they worked out a thing with NVIDIA. They're doing DLSS for like every game. So like every game is going to be rendered internally really low, and that AI algorithm will make it very pretty, clearing up the room for frames and stuff, right?
Okay.
So I think from what I've seen about DLSS, deep learning super sampling or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
why is that not just whatever, like pure raw pixel count of 4K
Mm-hmm.
tanks 4090s? Like nothing can run it that great, but you can just produce it at a lower resolution, let this AI do it, and it looks just as good, sometimes better.
That's so weird.
And you get all this headroom for performance where they perform fantastic. I think every game should be running at 1080 and we just upscale that shit.
Yeah.
It seems to work fine. I'm into that, and that's the Switch 2's like bread and butter,
Okay.
right? Still not sold on it though. I'm like, psh, whatever. They're like, ooh, the new dock has a fan in it to keep it cool and stuff. I'm like, that's kind of cool, I guess. the Joy-Cons are
Mhm.
attached with magnets now, so you can't really break them off, which
That's
is
very
kind of cool.
exciting to me. I like that.
But I was like, damn, those are strong magnets, because this dude's like yanking on them, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes, push the lever at the top to release them. So they are magnets, but they still like actually like lock in up top. So you have to
Yeah.
do that and then just pull the magnets.
It's like double effect.
I was just
That's
like,
good,
how
though.
strong are these fucking magnets that this dude can't rip them off? You know. I think it's kind of a handsome console. It's more rounded, which I like.
Yeah. Let me look at a
I
picture
kind
of
of
it.
like that it's like all black again, not like the Joy-Con colors, you know,
I
on
like
the side.
Joy-Con colors though.
I mean, I like them too, but it just
I
looks
do like the
sleek
subtle
now.
little like circles around the thumbsticks though. Those are
Oh
nice.
yeah, the little pops of color. Yeah,
Yeah.
there, and then on the inside, where
I
so
love
like
a pop of color.
if you hold them sideways, the way that you could play like with the two Joy-Cons, 1 and 2 player mode, they made
Yeah.
those buttons bigger. Like it just feels like the Switch, but a little better.
Yeah.
But then they're showing off these games and stuff though, and like I've never in a million years thought that I would see a Nintendo game look the way that some of these games look.
They do look really pretty. Like they're all so HDR.
Like here. I need to share my screen with you so that you can just see this.
Okay.
I'm going to mute it cuz that's really not important. Just this is a Nintendo game.
Yeah, this is bizarre to me. Is this the new Metroid?
Yeah.
Just like spaceships
But, like,
glowing.
What
like
is this?
Discord crashed. The fucking video was so beefy, my program couldn't handle it. Discord went down for a second.
I know. I was like, what the heck? But like this one cloud shot, like look at this.
Yeah.
What is this? This is a
It's-
real game.
That's
not
intense,
not a
man.
Nintendo game. That's a real game.
This is no child's
so
play.
I'm just like, okay, maybe I'm sold, right?
Yeah.
But then they go, yeah. So all these games, $80.
That's disgusting to me.
And then they go, oh, that's actually a lie. That's the digital cost. If you want to buy them and have the cartridge itself, $90 a game.
What the fuck are they doing?
So that $80 price point has been a lie. If
Yeah.
you haven't heard, guys, I'm telling you now, the digital cartridge is 90, not 80. And get this. It's the Switch 2 game's not what's inside the box when you buy it.
Why not?
You're buying the Switch 1 cartridge with a code to download the patch for the Nintendo Switch 2 version.
That is insane to me.
What's the point then?
Yeah, what is the actual point?
So I'm not understanding.
We've
And
gotten
you know,
to a point in video game development where like developers they're so okay with releasing a mediocre product like that. Like
Yeah.
they didn't think through. I guess if you like want it to be backwards compatible for whatever reason, it's good because then you have the disc for the Switch 1. But
yeah,
it doesn't feel like a final product. You know, like they're selling you
Yeah.
an old product with a thing that's stapled onto it.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, why would I go buy? I mean, that is kind of what they were doing. But like, why would I buy a PS4 game with a code to make it the PS5 game? But the disc
Yeah.
clearly is labeled PS4.
Yeah.
That's weird. But I was trying to explain that to my mom the other day. Was like, you know, these discs don't mean anything. And she was like, huh? And I was like, really? You put this disc in, and it downloads. It prompts the console to go get the digital copy, and then this disc is just the key to let you play that digital copy.
Yep.
The disc is nothing, you know? Like, I don't understand. But so that's like a whole thing. And then I've been going down the rabbit hole. So really, back in the day, jingle, jingle, jingle. Sorry, that's a TikTok sound thing.
Okay.
Back in the day, Super Nintendo games were selling for $80 to $90. That's what they were. When you
Yeah.
look in like an old 1995 Radio Shack flyer, Donkey Kong Country was like $80.
Yeah. Which is freaking crazy when you think about that today.
which I get, but this guy then kind of made it a little better for me because he was like, yeah, but like you need to think about it this way. It's that if I took that same $80 from today and I backed it, because we always go forward like the inflation price, right?
Yeah.
But he pulled it back like that's like saying it was $50 to you today.
Okay.
Like your purchasing power of $80 back then is what $50 gets you now.
Right.
So like you were able to get, like, in today's world that would be $50 to us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like dropping $80 then was us like dropping $50 now. So
Us dropping $80
like,
now is like $100 back then.
Yeah. So it's like really it's no different. It's just that your money's worth less today, so you have to shell out more
Yeah.
or whatever.
And it's about to be worth even less and less and less.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess I can be down for the $80, $90 price point. Like, I can understand it. It's just that and I even thought about this not too long ago, like just a couple years ago, like 2018 when I was buying stuff. I remember thinking like I could get a lot for a certain amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can't get fucking anything for a lot of fucking money.
Yep.
You know, like, yeah, we just can't buy as much with the same amount of money. And that's why that hurts us to hear that it's going up. It's not that we're really that averse to it, but like, if our money was good, sure, I'll pay $90 because it's like attainable.
Yeah.
But that $90 does not feel attainable at this point.
Yeah. It's like, am I going to get a Nintendo game or am I going to pay my gas bill for the month? I have to choose.
Yeah. I did get a good TikTok about that. This guy was like, yeah, can I get the new Mario Kart? And he was like, oh, that'll be $80. And he goes, okay, cool. And he goes, you want the digital, right? And he's like, no, I want the one that's in your hand. And he goes, oh, then that's going to be $90. And he goes, what? And he's like, oh, wait, I forgot to do the tariffs. Hang on. That's actually going to be $150. Oh, wait, I forgot. We have to do like the clean energy thing as well. That's going to be like $350. And he just makes up all this stuff. And he goes, you know what? I don't want it. And he goes, oh, I thought you were a real fan. And he goes, what? And he goes, well, I'm just saying, like, anyone who was a real Nintendo fan or a fan of games in general, they'd probably buy it. And he's like, well, yeah, but, like, that's $350. And he goes, what? Are you saying that these people that made this game poured their sweat, love, and tears into it? Their time's not worth it? It's not even worth it so that you can feel some happiness in this world? Oh, I can see that games is just a hobby to you. It's not even legit to you. And he was like, fine, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is, though. That's how it feels every time you go to fucking buy something these days. Like, all I did was Google Switch 2, and the top 5 news stories are all about the tariffs. Like,
oh,
I didn't
yeah.
Google Switch 2 tariffs. Like, this one says, Nintendo Switch game console release is whipsawed by tariff threats.
Well, because guess what?
Whipsawed.
So, transparency, like we do sometimes, it is the 10th right now.
Yeah,
Switch 2 went on pre-order yesterday, the 9th. No, it didn't. They announced that on the 2nd when they did their Nintendo Direct. The tariffs dropped, and Nintendo said, actually, pre-orders off the table because we don't know if the price point we gave you is going to stick.
Yeah.
So
that
actually,
sucks.
the $450 for the console or the $500 for it and Mario Kart may not be the same. Because this one guy was like, yeah, how can you do that to your fans where... Because their Switch 2's here now. Like, it's coming out in June. There are Switch 2s in the country right now. Shipped here, ready to go. Those consoles can be sold for $450. They've already come in, they're ready to go. Right? But how can your fans feel okay if, let's say, the first 5,000 people bought those for $450 and then the next shipment comes in and now you got to get it for $700?
Yeah.
Same product, and yet this person paid $300 less?
Actually,
The
didn't
fans
even
won't
know
like that.
the price point for it. I thought that they were going to release it at $600 because of all the shit I've been seeing about it. I'm surprised at $450. That's actually not as bad as I thought.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't really that averse to it. But, like, well, it could be $600 now. We don't know.
Yeah.
Once the tariffs go into play.
It looks like pre-orders are live now in the UK. So
Yep,
that's...
and they're sold out.
Yep.
They are gone, baby. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So I was actually waiting to see if they just like magically dropped. I'm not gonna pre-order one. I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually thinking about just getting like a weird little side gig just to make. I'm just gonna call it Switch 2 money,
Okay.
just to get the console and, 3 fucking games. Because 3
This
games.
is
Let's say
this is
I buy.
America, guys. Robert has to get a Switch 2 job. Like,
Yeah, I just want to Switch 2. So I just want to work on the weekends, make a little Switch 2 scratch,
yeah. Jesus.
so that I feel comfortable with like my normal, because like that's just got to be pure disposable.
Yeah.
Like all this money counted for already. Like I know what it's going to be doing. So I have to find another avenue of money for that to happen.
Yep.
And that's why I'm really glad I bought the PS5 Pro when I did back in November, because they're saying that's going to hit like $1,000 now.
Jesus. I just hate it. I hate it so much. It's tough, man. I can't
It's
look
a
at the
lot.
news anymore. Like, I literally can't. I physically cannot make myself Google terms that will lead me to news. It
Well, let's see.
hurts.
Let's just go over what I've barely heard today.
Okay.
Kids in some colleges have their visas revoked for no
Mhm.
reason, so they can't go to
Getting
school
disappeared
anymore.
off the streets.
I did hear something about brainworm guy. I forgot already because I was like, I don't care. This
I
guy
can't
has going
with
on.
him.
Like,
I did see a funny thing. I think it was from like the Onion or something related, where like there's these this tactic for vaccinating Venezuelan street dogs, where they just
oh my god.
fucking blow dart and they just get the dog from 30 yards out. And someone was like, "I'm gonna do this at an RFK rally."
I know. Oh no, so that was his thing. Remember how his whole thing was vaccines are bad?
Uh-huh.
And all these kids are dying of the measles right now?
Yep, especially here
he-
in Texas.
He just came out and said, vaccines are very important. Like, everyone should be getting vaccines. He just fucking said that when his whole platform was no.
Okay. Like I'm
Or
glad that
this
he's saying
one.
that, but
Or this one. Do you see that if you invested $10,000 into Tesla the day that the new presidency started, if you were to cash out today, you would lose $5,000 because it's only gone down all this time.
good.
There's a lot going on out there.
Did you see Elon get cyberbullied?
Because he died in a tutorial on Twitch. Yeah.
God, people were just like spamming him, mobbing him, being like with their names. Like their names are like Elon Musk is a cuck, Elon Musk is a stupid
Yeah.
motherfucker, Elon
And
Musk
then I
can't
saw him
run
go,
the country.
Yeah, so if we could not spam the chat. And then he died in the tutorial and went, nope, and he just closed the stream. Oh, it was so funny. I am good again. Do you remember the old Vine where the dude's trying to do a kickflip and he goes, I thought you could do a kickflip. I can. I did one this morning. That's how I
him.
picture him when he went to play that game. They were like, you're not good at games. I am. I am.
good
Watch
at
me.
games.
And then he
I'm a
died.
big man. I have a big truck.
Oh my god. So anyway, Switch 2, like I'm into it, but like everything's like usability. So like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are getting Switch 2 versions, which is cool.
That's cool.
And it is kind of neat. Like you get an app for your phone now and you can like pull up like this map on Zelda and it has like every collectible in the map.
What? That's
And
cool.
You can say, okay, I want this Korok seed, and then it'll go proceed north and like guide you to it while you play the game
Like
and
a
go,
little
you've arrived at your
GPS?
destination, and then you can get the secret or whatever.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. And it has its own like encyclopedia inside to say you've gotten this many out of this many collectibles, and like these
Man.
companion apps with it are really, really neat.
I love that. The Animal Crossing companion app was a lot of fun too. Like,
Yeah.
I want more companion apps.
Yeah.
That should be a thing.
And the graphics are better. I just
Yeah.
like that the frame rates are going to look a little better. Like I just
Mhm.
need performance, and I do kind of need this Metroid game. And I do kind of need a Mario Kart game. I was like, I don't give a
can't
fuck.
believe they're making a new Mario Kart.
But I watched So they do this thing called Treehouse. That's like Nintendo's like game demo streams that they do.
Okay.
And they were playing the new Mario Kart. Because I was like, who cares? It's just Mario Kart. Like, it can't be that amazing. I've then been playing 8 the other night. And I was trying to do moves that I saw in that fucking demo and went, oh shit, that's going to be in the new game. Holy shit. Like, I'm already trying to play the new one. But it looks so
That's gonna
cool.
be
You
good.
grind rails.
What?
And it builds up your boost, and then you can like jump off the rail into a wall, back on the track, and
What the
boosting
fuck?
all over the place.
Boost tech.
It's fucking really cool looking. I'm kind of into the new Mario Kart. It looks good.
All right.
It looks needed.
Good shit.
So
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 has been around for too long. Far too long.
yeah, I was playing that shit when I started at my company.
Yeah, that's a long time. A long time.
I was sitting in my car, fucking getting all 3 stars on these laps and shit. Like, I know that game too much.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time to not know something. So Switch 2 is interesting. I don't think it's enough of a bump. I think it's a luxury bump, like the PS5
Yeah.
Pro. Like, you don't
Yeah.
need the Pro.
Yeah,
But
we
it's
won't
fun.
be getting a Switch 2 for some time. Like, not until the shit calms down, basically. So, you know.
I will post in the video game channel when I hear that the pre-orders will go live,
Mm-hmm.
and if the price changes. But
I'd be curious to see.
I just choked on Dr. Pepper about it.
Oh, God.
I say let's take a break and reset ourselves.
All right.
Let's do it.
Oh, you think you know what happened to me? Look, I'm back, and I'm about to unearth all the secrets in Old Cove. So do a little refresher on Season 1 and get caught up before Season 2 arrives. Trust and believe. You don't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome to Severed, a podcast suite that offers a rotation of content centered around true crime to paranormal cases. Severed True Crime covers high to low profile true crime cases like the Westfield Watcher, The Staircase, The Keepers, and other binge-worthy favorites on Netflix. Severed Paranormal peers into the quarter-moon windows of the Amityville Horror House, The Conjuring House, and other mysterious cases, locations, and urban legends.
I'm Harry Chambers.
And I'm Drew Hudson. We want you along for this investigative and haunting roundup. Scare you soon.
It's a Monster Monday.
Not Sunday or Tuesday, but Monday, Monday, Monday.
Okay. Temperature check.
Yeah.
How we feeling in these 4? This is 18 through 21.
I definitely know that I had checked the fuck out the first time I watched these because I
Okay.
don't remember like 19 or 20 or 21.
I was still in it, man.
Good. All
I
right.
was about it. I cried in one of them. Kind of.
I
bad.
know exactly which one and exactly what spot.
Better not be. Okay. All right. 18 through 21. Let's fucking jump into a Monster Monday.
Yes. Okay, let's just start with 18, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. So 18. 18.
Well,
That one
Let's
was
do a
so
little
interesting.
overview because like
Okay.
these were I selected this set of episodes because it kind of just like gives you a couple of vignettes. Like we're winding down.
Almost every single one was separate. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I probably should have bundled 21 with 22 through 24 because that's going to be our next segment because 24 ends the first arc of Monster.
Okay.
So, yeah, you have these like 3 little one-off things, and then you have 21, which kind of starts the finale of
Okay.
season
whatever this
1?
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not even the season. Like, yeah, the finale of arc 1, essentially. So, yeah, 18, 19, 20, just like little random one-offs that just kind of provide some more interesting information about the characters in the world and like what they have done and their backstories and their time. So,
Again, I was just like, man, like that's what I'm digging. This feels like such a Kelsey show to me. Like I don't know how you weren't so fucking into it the first time because I keep finding myself wistful in almost
Yeah.
every show because
yeah, that's a good adjective.
because you have these people that come into your life that are literally going to impact you forever that you're never going to entertain again.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
that's
way
exactly
that people
what these episodes are.
walk into your life and back out, you both might be changed or only one of you will be changed, and it means nothing to the other, and that is so wistful. Like, it's painful almost to know, like, you have literally changed my worldview.
Mm-hmm.
Random person that will never be in my life again, but my life is different because of this now.
Yes, that's exactly
That's heartbreaking, dude.
It
I love
is.
it.
This show does something with the way that it just like examines people and those little
Yes.
moments in time, and that's something that I think about all the fucking time. You're totally
I
right.
know.
I'm like, I don't know why I didn't like this show the first time around. I think I was just bored, and like by this point I was like, there's too many people, there's too many
It's
characters.
because
I
you
keep
had
meeting
nobody to be
people.
wistful with about it.
Yes.
That's why.
I kept meeting people and then they would go away and then I was like, well, what was the fucking point of it? And the point of it
And
was
that
to
was
meet
the
the
point.
people. That was
Yep.
the point. That's the whole thing. Like, I'm really having a good time with this show the second go around, and I'm so glad that we're
Yeah.
watching it together. It's
I'm
about
it. And I'm
Yeah.
mad that you're going to Japan because that's
I know.
this 2 weeks of Monster Mondays. Like, I'm not going to watch any, but like whatever you task me with,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
you probably won't even get to at first because, I mean, you're going to be having fun.
Yes.
You have no need to be watching this. So I think our next numbered show, guys,
Mm-hmm.
may not have a Monster Monday. Depends on how Kelsey's feeling.
True. Yeah.
Like, she
'Cause I
may
might
need
come
time
back
to,
with just,
you know,
like,
come back.
stories.
Yeah. So we may skip a Monster Monday in our next number, but it will be back. We will be doing it.
We'll let you know.
Okay. 18. Fucking love this one.
This
one was so
one
good.
was so fucking good. This is definitely my favorite of this cluster.
Oh,
like,
this is not my favorite of this cluster.
really? This isn't the one that made you cry?
No.
Oh shit! I was sobbing at Mr. Rosso. Oh,
Okay. He scared me a little
guy.
bit, though.
He scared you?
He
Why?
did. He said something to Nina at some point where I was like, oh, this is turning from, like, I'm a nice old man helping you out to I'm a nice old man helping you out. And I thought he was, like, hitting on
Ugh,
Nina. And I was like, oh,
no.
fuck, he's the monster.
No.
You know? But then it wasn't that at all. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, I was really upset because he said something. I think it was when he's, like, cleaning this bucket out in the alley. And he's like,
yeah. He's like,
where do
where
you go? And it felt like a little possessive. And then he said something
Yes.
about, like, going to see the movie with you. Like, hey, you and
Mhm.
I should go. So I was like, oh, fuck, he's hitting on Nina. Like, shit.
Yeah.
This whole, like, I'm a good business guy helping you out and you're making my business popular guy. It's turning into something different. But it wasn't. And Mr. Rosso is top tier, great guy. I love him.
He's just a sweet dude. All he wants is just a nice, pretty waitress who can help his customers.
Yeah.
I
He's
could
a sweet
watch,
dude that remembers the taste of sugar.
Yes. I could watch a whole season of Anna doing waitressing. Like, I was so entertained with her
Yeah.
just like walking around getting customers food, and the guy's like, I'll take a baked ziti or whatever. It's like,
That
they're
was so
just
funny.
shouting orders at her. She's like,
Hey, where'd you
"Okay."
find this girl? Because she's way too good for you. I love that vibe, too, where it's like a small enough
Yes.
business that, like, you're ribbing the guy that owns the place. He's ribbing the
Uh-huh.
customers. Like
This
it's
literally
all
could be a
fun.
whole show.
Oh, that show would be amazing. Yeah.
I'd watch it every day. It's so like heartwarming. I felt like I was part of the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, like I felt that I was at the restaurant.
I know. So what? The whole thing is she meets up with him after, like, stuff that we've already been having going on in the present so far. So she's just kind of like,
Yes.
oh, hey. Like, he picks her up from somewhere or something.
So this is like, remember at the very beginning of the show when Tenma like first meets her and then they like jump into the river and they go
Yes.
escape and he buys her new clothes and then she disappears?
Yeah.
This is where she disappears to.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, she went and talked to this guy that she knew from, like, it was like a couple years ago or something.
She just like looked him up or something. I don't really know. Cause so
Yeah, I still
the
don't
show,
know how they come back together in this opening
Yeah.
moment.
So in this moment, I think that I don't know why he runs into her, actually. Let me pull up the wiki and see if there's something that we're missing.
It just
but, like,
says the owner of an Italian restaurant picks her up after questioning by the police.
yeah.
Oh, because they were questioning her after the whole fire thing. like the baby
Yes,
stuff.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they were questioning her. They let her go, but he picks her up from the police station, and they go to this restaurant they used to go to, and he's like putting sugar in his coffee. So she's like, "Huh, you still do 5 sugars?" And then it's all her just like thinking back to how she met him and all that stuff. And
Exactly. So it kind of tells it in 2 perspectives. So like you're getting the present and the past, which is why it's a little bit confusing.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just like a nice little vignette into like why she went to go see him. Like, so she initially sought him out because she wanted to learn how to hold a gun. Basically, she wanted to learn how to shoot, and she knew that he was like a secret hitman somehow.
And
I
that
don't know how
to
she
me
knew
was
that.
the best reveal, because you think he's just this Italian restaurant owner, and then right at the end, last literal like 60 seconds of the episode, he's like, "I know you only worked at my place because I'm a world-class hitman."
Yeah, it's out of fucking nowhere, but like,
but you never asked for my help. Like, if you knew I had these abilities, why did you never ask me?
yeah,
And she's just like, "I don't know, because you were nice to me and cool, and I didn't want to make you revisit that part of yourself."
yeah,
And then he tells the story of how he quit being a hitman. Is this what got you?
yes.
I'll tell it
God,
then.
oh my God, it was so upsetting.
So he was literally, boom, a hitman. He'd just do the job, move on. Life was easy and good. And one day, he gets on the roof. He's got his guy in his sights, and he's just watching him. And he takes 1 spoonful of sugar. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mixes
Just
it
like
in,
you.
and enjoys it. Yeah, I know, right? And he's like, that's when I realized the way he's like enjoying this coffee, I don't enjoy or feel anything like that. And how could I take that away from this guy? So he decides not to kill him, and he puts 5 spoons of sugar in his coffee every time, remembering the time he fucking decided to quit murdering people.
Yeah.
And then he drops the hardest fucking... I will say, that line was hard, though. Because he drops her off at the train station, and he had said, you know, I'm a hitman and stuff. Like, I know that you wanted to learn that, but you didn't learn anything. But I will tell you one thing, though. Here's the one thing that you can learn from me.
Yes.
Because she was like, but like, how do you do it? How do you kill somebody and move on? And he goes, you just have to forget what the sugar tastes like.
And that fucked me up.
Do you feel that? That chills, bro.
Right down in the fucking body.
When he said that, I straight up
I
just
have
like,
goosebumps
"Ooh."
right now.
Oh, that's deep. That's that. See that philosophical goodness that's in this. Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm. Every time we come into Monster Monday, I'm like, yeah, this is best, dude. Like, how
I'm
do
kicking
you not
myself from the
fucking
past.
think this is best?
Yeah.
How did I mean, I don't know that I ever would have watched it just from hearing it from like the lists and stuff. I probably would have been like 74. Oh, fuck that. I'm not going to watch that.
Yeah, it's a lot
What
of
the
episodes.
fuck is this weird monster dude in the end credits? I'm not watching this, and I would have totally skipped it. But like lines like that, like this show takes me back to that God of War Valhalla DLC, just like dropping little one-off nuggets of perspective to think about life. Like, that is really how easy it is to change your perspective. Like, just forget how good the sugar tastes. You can proceed in this form or fashion. That's what you got to do. If you were going to have to do that, that is what you're going to have to do.
Yep.
Oh, and good. I'm glad we're doing this because I just watched the last 2 today, by the way, before we came in, so they're really fresh. And that really ties into 21. So, no, I think you did have this is a good run.
Okay, good.
I think 21 and 18 are a good mirror for one another.
All right.
Except I don't think it happened, which we'll get to when we get to 21.
All right.
So, yeah. So then you learn about the whole forget what the sugar tastes like. And then he's just like on the platform because he was like, you know, you could come work for me. And then she leaves. And I was like, that's the Kelsey moment. Like, this guy and her are literally forever bonded.
Yeah.
But they're probably never going to interact again.
No. Yeah. Like, they came into
Wistful.
each other's fucking lives and they affected each other deeply, like to the core. And then they're just each going to go their own separate ways with that knowledge of each other. And like you said, they'll never interact again.
It's like
Forever
shaking my view of the
changed.
world, because like, even though you are that affected by somebody, your journey still has to go on. Like, you can't just because you're affected stop your journey now.
Yeah.
You know,
And
Just
we all
gotta
have
find
people like
Johan,
that.
man.
Just
Yeah.
gotta find you one. Yeah, like there's people like just sprinkled throughout your life. Like there's always those quotes that are like, the good friends stick around forever, and like a friend is always in your heart, no matter where. But like,
I just love your delivery of those. Friend
It's
is
the
a
truth,
friend,
though,
no
like-
matter what.
no matter what. That's the fact of life, though. Like you will
Yeah.
have people that come into your life, and they're with you for like important,
Brief.
formative shit.
Yeah.
Even no matter how brief it is. Like, yeah, there. Like I had a friend for a few years that like impacted me so deeply, and I'll never speak to her again. I just won't. Like that's just how our lives went.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. That's the way humans work. You know, like we pass through each other's lives and leave these little marks, like the way you take your coffee, or a recipe that you remember from somebody's grandma. Like
Yeah.
you'll always have little pieces. Like you're gonna remember your best friend's childhood phone number for the rest of your life, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference.
Eric Swanson. Sorry, dude. I just totally threw your name out there. I know it's ready. I can type it right now because it was that and then lightning bolt.
Oh,
You just
cool.
went like, duke, 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 and
Pew,
I
pew, pew.
don't even know the numbers, but I could call it right now. You know.
Yeah.
But actually, you just made me have to go back now to pre-ramble. So if you guys haven't heard pre-ramble for 296, this is my answer to Kelsey's question right here.
Oh, okay.
You ready? I'm gonna make you really sad though.
Oh shit.
A friend of mine in middle school. I will drop that name just because, I mean, can't do anything. Joey Johnson. Love that
Okay.
dude. His mom, so they were Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, that means his mama was making the legit food. She
Hell
would
yeah.
make legit Italian food, like making it
Okay.
from scratch right there. And I went over for a sleepover. I'm going to cry, man. It was so good.
Oh.
I went over to his house for a sleepover and, you know, sitting at a big Italian family dinners, fucking all of us, right? And she
Yeah.
made raviolis,
Nice.
right? And I'm eating these raviolis, man. I'm just fucking eating them. And everybody starts leaving the table, like one at a time. Everybody's done. They're moving on. I'm eating raviolis. And she goes, do you want me to make you more? And I was like, would you? And she made more raviolis just for me. I'm
Oh
sitting
my
at the
God.
table alone getting hand-served because, you know, this Italian mom would love to do that.
Yeah.
You know, she's just piling on rabbit, and I'm just fucking digging it. That's a food that I will remember that I'll never have again because she
Yeah.
has passed these days now. So
Oh man.
I'll never get to tell her that I think about that all the time. I literally think about that all the time. Every time I eat ravioli.
And there's people out there who have those same memories, not of you feeding
Yeah.
them ravioli, but like you've touched people's lives and they think about you today and you don't know them.
Yeah.
That's just how that's the nature of humanity, and it's beautiful and intangible, and Monster just like distills it into
And
these
it just
little
goes
20
like-
fucking minute episodes.
Look at that. And you're like,
Yeah.
I know.
And then you just start to forget the taste of sugar. Like they just drop these hard fucking lines. It pisses me
Okay.
off.
18's pretty high. You're right. You're right. That's
yeah,
a really good
yeah,
one.
it's good. It's a good episode.
But it didn't make me cry. It just made me go like, wow. Just like the horse that sees time and space in the Bravest Warriors. I was just like, you got to forget the sugar, and I just went, ugh. Eyes dilate. Forgot the next 30 minutes of my life. You know,
Yeah.
great line. Yeah, that's one of the best ones so far, just of the show.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite episode so far.
The one that I did cry in might be my favorite. We'll get there.
Okay.
Okay, so then we got the next one. I really liked this one too. I did like
Yeah.
this one.
This
So
is not a good one.
It's called The Monster's Abyss. Tenma runs into... Well, he basically searches out this guy that he went to school with.
Oh, wait, do you want to do Monster for number 18? Are you still looking for the monsters? Because I tried, and sometimes
Oh.
I'm like, who is the monster?
Oh, It's getting hard.
Yeah, it's
like-
nebulous.
Yeah, like I keep trying to think like, all right, what fucking abstract thought is the monster this time, you know?
I guess like this one kind of touches on the fact of no matter how good a person is, there's always maybe some nugget of evil inside of them, because objectively,
Kind of,
Mr.
yeah.
Rosso and Nina are both just like great people working in an Italian restaurant, and they're feeding the customers, and they're just happy
Yeah.
and having fun. But they both have like a fucking gun behind their back, and they've done things, and they're going to do things.
I mean, I really think Mr. Rosso would be the monster. Or maybe the monster is...
The friends we made along the way.
How do I word this? The ability to shut off your feeling like that,
Okay.
to forget the sugar, you know? Because you have
Yeah.
to do that to become monster enough to kill somebody.
Okay.
So maybe it's that ability, like the ability to just like forgo humanity,
yeah.
which he employed to get where he was in life, you know?
Yeah.
So that lack of humanity, that's a monster for that one, I guess. Because it's
Okay.
when he really looked at it and was like, look at that, this guy's just enjoying sugar. It's such a human thing that he decided to like be better about it.
Yeah.
Train outside.
It's a
Or
It's
something.
an airplane. Can you hear it?
I heard something.
It's so loud.
Man, I'm just thinking about them raviolis again. Oh, so good. Okay. The next one, I really like that one. So Tenma visits a guy that he went to medical school with because he's become like a big criminal, like psychologist guy or something. So he's like, hey, you know, I've been getting all these notes left to me by somebody. What do you think these mean
Yeah.
in this criminal scenario? And this guy's such a dick to Tenma. He's such a little bitch
Yes, he is.
because he was jealous of him and how good Tenma was, like, naturally.
yeah.
Felt very Patch Adams to me.
Okay.
Because remember, Robin Williams comes in and, like, he's just a better doctor and he's always good. And Philip Seymour Hoffman's always trying to prove that he's better just because he believes he is.
Uh-huh.
I got a clip of it the other day and I need to watch that movie again. But so... He's like, let me tell you a story, Tenma, about a kid that was in medical school, and then someone just walks in all Asian and shit, doing better. That's how he worded it, too, and I was like, dude, guy, come on, calm down. And he's like, but then he just, like, crushes it. He's so charismatic, and everyone loves him, so he has to resort to cheating on his test to get the top spot back, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, but I saw you. You caught me.
You
He's
saw
like,
me
"Oh."
cheating, Tenma.
Oh, the story's about me? Couldn't tell.
Yeah. But then at the very end of the episode, he also flips it back on him. He's like, yeah, I saw you cheating. I was also cheating.
Whoop whoop. We're best buddies now. Yeah, so I don't know. That one was just kind of cute, too, how it's like this rivalry, but really they could have just been friends had they ever really talked to each other, you know?
Yeah.
And that assumption of another person. He just
Mm-hmm.
assumed, well, you knew I cheated. Why didn't you tell on me? You were holding on to it so that you could lord over me that I know he cheated. Nah, dude, I was cheating too. That's why I didn't care.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
interesting,
that's
you know.
identifiable early as that's the monster in this show, like the jealousy,
yeah.
literally the green monster.
Yes, exactly. And then he winds up kind of telling Tenma, I think you're on the right path. I'm going to help you escape these cops. And again, you're left with this dude like standing in the rain while someone leaves. And I was like, oh, wistful feeling.
Why does my heart hurt?
Like, I didn't really even like this guy. And by the end, I was like, man, they could be really good friends, you know?
Yeah.
Interesting. So then it moved on.
This episode wasn't like much of a standout to me. Like it was interesting, you know. I liked
It was good enough, yeah.
It was a good concept. The like aside with the other random serial killer that he's interviewing and the whole like how it ties into Johan, that was
Notice how I
bizarre.
didn't even think about that. I didn't even care about that.
Yeah, like the doll in the basement like actually jump scared me. That thing was so
scary.
terrifying.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that part's interesting enough. I guess all we're supposed to gain from that is that Johan is so good at... He's also good at analyzing people and, like, picking out the thing that will truly, like, incentivize them to work for him. kind
Yeah,
of thing.
like
'Cause he was
how
how did he know my basement? How did he know how my mom beat me and stuff to make him want to go kill that lady upstairs? You know?
Yeah. And the way that Johann cut out his own face in photos and replaced it with childhood photos of this killer.
That guy? Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Johann is nuts, dude.
Yeah, he literally can look at somebody and just like know the puppet string he needs to pull to make them dance the way he needs to make them dance.
Yeah. So, I
And
mean,
then
I
he
know
does it.
we're supposed to take that from that one, but like, wasn't that intrigue? I cared more about these two school friends.
Yeah.
So that one was good. Then the next one,
Number 20.
this was the one for me.
Okay.
This was the
Okay.
one for me.
One thing I want to say about this is like having watched it previously in Japanese, I
Okay.
had no idea that these people were supposed to be like English tourists in Japan.
Gotcha.
And Dieter being like, Dankeschön, that took me the fuck out. I had to pause it because I was about to throw up from laughing so hard.
Like, he said it, Dankeschön, all crazy.
I rewound it and watched it like 3 times.
Okay, so this one, man, I really like this one immensely. Okay, so there's these, there's this elderly couple. They're from England.
Yes.
They're traveling in Germany. We don't know why. They can't read the map. They don't know what's going on. And they see Tenma and Dieter hitchhiking on the road. So the lady's like, "We should pick him up." And the guy's like, "Whatever."
He's traveling with a young boy. We need to get him.
Yeah, so they pick him up, and the old man's just like really critiquing him, and she's like, "You're gonna have to excuse my husband. He's a retired cop, and you know he likes reading people." So that lays that layer of tension the whole episode.
Yep.
And I was digging the tension, right?
Yes.
And so Tenma's really nervous, but then they run out of gas in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so they
Which,
get
how
out.
do you let that happen, guys? Come on.
I mean, I guess you're in a foreign country, so you don't know where.
I guess, yeah.
They couldn't read the map, so maybe they couldn't read road signs. So maybe they're like, maybe there's a town, maybe there's a gas station, and they just
Yeah.
didn't pay attention. So Ten was like, well, we'll figure out something. A truck rolls by, and this guy's like, I got room for 2.
Uh-huh.
So who we gonna pick? And Ten was like, well, I guess we can go, and I'll send back a gas station person to come save you guys. And they're like, okay, young man. And he leaves. And then the guy goes, "Oh yeah, there's no gas stations out here for anywhere. I can't
Forever.
even like I don't even know of one."
Yeah.
That's
Which is like,
nuts.
what the? That's just poor infrastructure, guys.
Yeah. So then Tenma looks back, and then it turns to nighttime, and this old couple is still out there. And I was like, "Holy fuck! Are we really gonna leave these old people?"
I was worried about him.
And then
But
this
watching
light
the
comes
sunset
up.
together.
Yeah, she's like, "Look at all the colors." And he's like, "Brr, I'm an old man. Leave me alone."
Whoa, sunsets. You seen one, you seen them all.
And then this light's coming back, so I was like, "Oh, good, something." I didn't think it was like a gas station thing. I just thought like some random person would show up and it would just like tie them up nicely and just be like, "Okay, they're
Yeah.
good. Let's move on." Fucking Tenma, he walked all the way back with a gas
Hoofing
can
it
for
back.
them?
Yes.
Dude, who knows how fucking far he had to come back from?
And he didn't even go to a gas station. He went to like some farmhouse and was like, "Can
And
I borrow
traded.
some gas for some fucking old people? They're stranded 200 miles out."
He said, "I traded for this gas today." Like,
Yeah.
he
And what did
literally
he
just
trade?
like went out of his way. Yeah. And came back and saved them. Right there, kind of cry. I was like, fuck, I love Tenma. He's such a good guy.
Tenma will never leave somebody abandoned.
No.
Ever. Like, that is a theme of Tenma. You're going to
Yeah.
see that over and over. He won't ever leave somebody high and dry.
So that got me. Then, the next day, because, like, you know, I guess they're still together somehow.
Yeah,
It's
so they're still
not like they
traveling
stay
together.
the night together, but I guess they
think
do.
Must have? I don't know, because they're at breakfast.
Yeah. So they go out to dinner, and the old cop guy's like, you know, that was my whole thing. When I was a cop, I could just look at a person and I'd know they're guilty or they're not. And it wasn't until one day when, like, I really couldn't tell anymore that I decided to give up the badge.
Yep.
Oh, but that's besides the point. I'm old. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and his wife was like, "You've had too much wine. Stop it."
But that was so essential to this episode. It was so good. So then they go to a police station the next day. He's like, we got to make a stop. And they park at this police station. I was like, fuck, he's going to turn him in because he's this old grizzled cop.
I
this
totally thought he
bastard.
was going to.
I know. And then he comes right back out. Life is good. And then he's like, we got to make one more stop before I take you where you're going. We got to go to this castle.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is when that episode like really turned for me. And I was like,
Yeah.
I love this one. I love this one. He runs up. The old man runs to the top. And Tenma's helping the old lady. I was so
and the
I
way
love
she's
him.
breathing so hard, I was like, come on.
And she was like, yeah, this is the last thing our son told us about. He saw this view, you know, and then you learn that they were just coming to Germany to visit their son. He had committed a murder and is in prison for life now. So they were like, yeah, we came to see him because he'll never come home now.
Yep.
And I was like, that is some human fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was so
It's-
into it.
It really, like,
That little twist got me.
yeah,
You know?
me too. Like, just them watching the sunset and be like, the way that the old man was like, huh, so this is what he saw.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like being able to go to a place that someone you can no longer have
Yeah.
that they went to and saw something, you know, that's
Yeah.
deep to me.
Exactly. I was like, this is such a Kelsey show. So you find out that their son had committed murder. He's in jail, and then they drop Tenma off wherever he's going. They leave, and she's all, "Oh, that was such a nice young man, don't you think?" He's like, "Yeah. Too bad he's wanted for murder." And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "His face is all in that police station. I knew who he was, but like I saw good in him." And then you learn why he wonders if he should give up the badge, because he was like, I looked at my own kid and never thought that he could commit murder.
Yeah.
So were my instincts ever really good? And he's like, I'd like to think yes, they are, though. So I think this guy is good. I believe Tenma's good. Let's go see our son. And then they stop at a prison to go see their son, and it ended. And I was just like, that episode fucking ruled.
Yeah.
Everything about that one was perfect to me. I love that one.
I did too.
I was trying to think. I thought I'd picked out the monster to be ambition in one of these. But I think that was... Maybe I'm just thinking back to the cop with the mom. Remember? The like
Yeah.
neglectful son?
Ugh, I hated him.
Because I thought one of these was ambition, but like we're going through it, and I'm like, who had the ambition? Maybe I thought that for Rosso at first, but I don't take ambition as the monster in that one anymore. Oh, or the doctor guy, his friend from school, because his ambition was to
Yeah.
be the top, you know?
Yeah.
I just remember thinking, okay, ambition's the monster here. Like, that's a good one. But for this one, I guess the monster... Ooh. What's the monster for this one?
I think the monster for this one is delineating right and wrong, like judgment, I guess.
Thinking that
because-
you can just pass absolute judgment.
Yeah, that you can look someone in the eyes and know, are they good or bad? Like, I don't think anyone can actually do that.
Because he does say, you know, even if he is guilty, I think there's more good in him than bad. To think that anyone is just good or just bad, we are
Yeah.
all a mixture of something, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully
like,
more good than bad, like he was
He's-
saying, but
He's wanted
Yeah.
for murder right now, but he hasn't committed a murder. But he's on his way to try to commit a murder. So, like,
Yeah.
is he good? Is he bad? We don't know. We're rooting for him, but why? He's a killer.
Okay.
Probably.
I like that one. That's a good one.
All right.
Judgment. See, dude, the show's good. It's deep. Good
It's
shit.
deep.
Then you get the last one, A Wonderful Holiday, number 21. We're bringing old Nina back. Nina's
Yes.
back in full force on this one.
She is she is intense in this episode. Like,
Bro, I was digging her in this one.
she steps
there's a
on the
scene-
gas.
Where she's like got the gun down and doing this hunched run, and I was like, damn, she's a
Yes.
badass, man. Look
She
at her
is-
go.
Like, you put a gun in Nina's hand, and she's just like, there's at one point she's got 2 guns for some reason. I'm like, where'd you get the second one from?
Okay, I thought that too, because she gave one to this guy, and I
Yeah.
was like,
And then
was
she
like-
turns around and she's fucking strapped up again. I'm like, where did that come from?
yeah, when did she have this one that had like 4 bullets in it all weird? That's a weird looking gun.
But also, when she went to visit the baby, remember she had like the cheeky little thigh gun.
Mm-hmm. I think
And-
that's the one she gave him. The like square one with like the 4
Yeah.
bullets inside. That's the one she had in her thigh.
Okay.
Okay. But so she's been watching this guy from a house across the street, and it turns out that this guy is the one that murdered her foster parents.
Yes.
And so
One
she's
of the
like,
two cops.
yeah, kind of coming for revenge, but not to kill him. She wants him to like go to trial for it and like go to justice.
Yeah, have justice be served.
And he is like investigating stuff about Tenma.
Yeah, I'm unclear as to
This
why.
one's getting muddled. Yeah, there's like a lot happening in this one with that guy.
So he is also a former detective. So I'm wondering if like
Oh yeah, that's
maybe
right.
he kind of worked with Mueller. Not
Yeah.
Mueller. He is Mueller. Worked with fucking typewriter hands.
Oh, Lungay.
Yeah, Lungay.
Yeah. Okay. Former Detective Mueller, who with Messner killed, blah, 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 newly married. Okay. This one's weird. Like, cause like, I don't know where the other guy came from. The guy that got shot. But like.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. There's just like a body upstairs at one point. And I was like, okay.
I hate the way he says Roberto.
Roberto.
Like,
It's so
it's
funny.
weird.
Okay, so Roberto in the Japanese version has this like really deep voice. I'm Roberto, like extreme bass.
Okay.
And so to hear him just have kind of a normal ass voice in this, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, did you call me, boss? Did you say something? But yeah, so I guess Nina was like, that guy is bad, and he's probably going to kill you next, but I'm taking this bag because it has stuff that proves Johan did bad stuff, so peace out. And she leaves. Because I guess she was just watching him to get him to justice, but also kind of take the information he's been looking up as well.
Yeah.
And then he, like, follows her. Oh, no, she's like, hey, he killed this guy. Your bodyguard killed this guy. He's probably going to kill you next because you know too much, but I'm taking this information, so peace out. And then she hides in his car, and then when he jumps in it, she's like, fucking drive, bitch. Gotcha. She's smart, dude.
She's very smart.
So she takes him somewhere, and then she was going to straight up kill him. I think she might have killed him.
Yeah.
And then he's all crying for his wife and newfound kid and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, his little backstory with how he met his wife.
That story was cute, man.
Kind of cute. Like the way he just sat at a little table and watched them walk by every day, and he just reminded them, like they reminded him that life could be so simple and easy.
Yeah. And then he's all like, he called me daddy for the first time today. Oh my God. And I was like, oh, Nina, you can't kill this guy. Come on. So she
I
lets him
think that
go.
she would have if she didn't like
Oh,
learn
yeah.
his family, because
Oh, absolutely.
family is important to Nina, obviously. Like she's killing this, or she's going to kill this guy because she was so enamored by her foster parents. Like they were her parents in her head. She didn't know that they were not her biological parents until after they were dead.
Yeah. So she lets him go, but old Roberto calls him and goes like, hey, I've got your wife and kid, so you better bring me my briefcase or I'm going to fuck some shit up.
Yep.
So they go back together, and then basically she just like turns herself in, right?
Nina?
She like turns herself into him, and he's like, I already got the girl, just give me the bag and we'll just forget all this. So he does.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you going to do to her? And he's like, don't worry about it. You're good now. Bye. And so then he's like, oh, I'm all happy and at peace. Life is good. And the kid's like, can we go fishing tomorrow? And he's like, fuck yeah, life is good. But now I'm worried about Nina. I'm going to go find her. He doesn't say that, but like he does show up later. And they're going to kill Nina? I was a little surprised.
I was too, yeah, because Nina like willingly surrendered to these people because they promised to take her to Johan because like
But
she's
they
a
were gonna
VIP.
kill her? What?
Which is shocking to me because like the people who work for Johan do what Johan wants, and she is a VIP to him. Like she is a do not kill. You can't touch Nina. So I'm wondering like what the fuck that was about.
Yeah, was it a legit scare tactic, or were they... I think they were really going to kill her.
Yeah, I think they were.
I think something happened, and maybe plans had changed. Maybe she's getting too into stuff, so Johan's like, I can't have her digging, because she got close to him finally with that briefcase of information.
I bet that Roberto works for Johan, and so he is like fully in the know of like we can't kill Nina, but maybe Roberto hired these other 3 thugs. Or
and they
4
don't know
thugs.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4. And then the cop dude shows up with that with that 4-piece
The
pea
force
shooter
nub pistol, yeah.
and shoots everybody, and life is good.
Yeah, the way that he just like boom, 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 because it has 4 bullets. And she
Yeah.
makes sure to tell him, like, that thing has 4 bullets. Don't miss.
And he didn't. And that's where we come back into this one. It's the forget how good the sugar tastes thing, because I was. You're gonna laugh at me, maybe.
Okay.
Like I kind of picked up on it early. So the thing is, he shoots the people, but he shoots one guy in the stomach.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the face. So I was like, oh, stomach dude ain't gonna stay down.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's gonna become a problem here in
Yeah, Chekhov's gun right there.
a matter of time. And then it does. He's like, I told you that I was a cop. I came to save you. And then that dude gets up and he's pointing a gun. So Nina fucking like whips her gun, and you know, it cuts black. There's a shot, and I literally did a fucking fist pump, dude. I did a fucking fist pump. I was like, yes, Nina did it. She knows she can kill Johan now. I was so excited. Dude, I was so excited. And that's why when we were talking about 18 now, because I watched 18 2 weeks ago when you had laryngitis, so I kind of forgot about that. But I was like, oh, yeah. Here's the full circleness, right? He said, this is how you can kill somebody. And then she finally did it. So I was like, oh, good. That's the play. Cool. And I did. I straight up fist pumped. I was like, fuck yeah, Nina. And then she's driving that dude home, and they drew these like wrinkles on his lip.
Yeah.
And I went, that dude's fucking dying.
Yep.
Fuck.
Because they did that same thing with the one guy that Tenma helped, the terrorist that Tenma helped.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And yep, that fucking stomach dude shot old cop dude in the side, and he's royally fucked. He is bleeding everywhere.
All over the place.
And I know he died in the car.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He totally died in the car, going like, do you think it's going to be sunny tomorrow so I can take him fishing? And she's like, I bet it will be. And the sun like washes over her face, and she kind of moves, and it washes over his face, and he doesn't react. And I was like, that motherfucker just died. And I was heartbroken.
Is that when you cried?
No, I cried in the old couple one.
Oh, that's the one that made you cry?
When Tenma came back with the gas, and the whole like him going like, I want to believe that my skills are good and that this Tenma guy is good, and they go to see their kid. I was just like, this fucking guy is so sad.
It's nice.
Yeah, it just kind of got me. But 21 was good too. These 4 were all really good.
Yeah, it's ramping up. Like, I'm really curious for this arc to end and get into the second arc of the show, because I don't remember.
Okay.
There's a lot of it that I just don't remember anymore.
Well, we'll be learning.
Yeah.
So, that's Monster Monday. Hopefully you guys are watching as well. You guys are probably surpassing us. I know Ferdin said he watched like 5 in like a day.
You guys better not watch beyond your homework.
Yeah.
Listen to your teachers.
Yeah, this is homework. You stop where we tell you to stop.
Read the chapters we want you to read and no further. The test will be inclusive.
As we said, we are going to have a skip while Kelsey's in Japan.
Yep.
But when she comes back, we may have a numbered episode, but just not do Monster Monday, because I'm not going to expect her to go on a 2-week vacation and come do homework and get ready for it. So we can just enjoy a nice Japan discussion when you get back. Yeah. And then we'll revisit Monster Monday. But for when we revisit, what is our number count?
So the next number count is going to be just 3 episodes. It's 22, 23, 24, and that is going to end what is known as the Dusseldorf. Nope. Okay, this is the episodic arc.
Okay.
I guess this is arc,
which makes sense.
2. Yeah. Because Dusseldorf in the prologue, that's the arc 1, where you, like, the first 8 episodes where you meet everybody, everything gets set up, and the episodic arc is 9 through 24. So that's what we're ending now.
Because we are doing one-off, like the Rossos, the old couple. Yeah, so I can see why this is called that. Okay. Cool. Well, that's Monster Monday.
There it is.
And that is all we have for this week. So with that, do you want to go pack your bags?
I really got to pack, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get you out of here.
Okay. If y'all love this episode, please tell a friend about us, because word of mouth is the best and only way we get the good YMBToAP into brand new ears. We release weekly every single Monday, so be sure you tell a friend about us. We're even going to be releasing while I am abroad, overseas, gone. we're going to be doing an interlude, and then we're going to run an old Zeitgeist episode. So look forward to those in the feed. We will never leave you high and dry on a Monday. We are like Tenma. We will always come back for you. We give you the gas so you can get on to the next destination. And if you want to talk to us, you can catch us over on Discord. Please talk to us about Monster. I want to hear your thoughts so bad.
For
Please
real.
talk to us about Monster. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. I hope that you guys are at least trying to watch it. I do think it's worth watching. Like, you hear Robert and I talk about it with such love and joy in our voices. These episodes are really affecting us in a way.
Yeah.
And I want it to affect
about
you.
it.
So get in there and talk to us in the anime channel or anywhere else. We've got so many different little channels for you to explore. And of course, thank you so much to all of our listeners for supporting us. You guys mean the world to us. We are here for you as you are here for us.
And our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. Be there for him. He's there for us with those great beats. And as always, thanks for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Who else is super psyched for last week?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
I was going to mix it up, and I was going to count down in Spanish.
I don't think you could do that.
But when I went to do it, because I was thinking about it as I was saying normal words, and I was like, 3, uno, dos. I went, whoops, no. Wrong order there. I was like trying to plan ahead, but I went too far and then had to pull back and was like, oh no, now I'm past 2. I got to, no. And I ruined it. But I said it right outwardly, so it's fine.
One time in Canada, a bunch of family members and I, we were all like drunk around a fire. We were trying to count.
Okay.
I think it was in 5 different languages, but there are 4 of us. And we were trying to just count as far as we could, but rotating the languages. So like English, Spanish, French, German, whatever else.
Were you doing one number at a time, or someone as far as like, okay, cool.
Yeah. So like I would say Spanish, you would say English, next person would say French,
Gotcha.
next person would say German. It would go in a circle.
Okay.
And it was like the number of languages did not match the number of people. So you would have to be in a different language every time. And it was we couldn't get past like 7. It was hard.